Hello, how you guys doing? Hope you had a good holiday and good weekend. Get my mic set up here so I can. Hold on, let me get it. I want to show you something, and this is kind of hilarious. Um, in the late wait of this passport bro thing that happened with this guy's been all over the internet. What he did, the two guys, and one guy is about to do some heavy time down in Brazil. But you got this other guy that, well, let's see what these guys got to say. I'll tell my comment.
Well, what do we have here? We got Skylar, who's speaking on everything under the sun. Anytime it's a video going viral all around the world, he's the first person to open his mouth all the way in Brazil. But now, what do we have here? We have Floyd being arrested for some bad, horrible charges and, being tied to the passport bros. Him being a passport bro that's in Brazil, you know what I mean? Why is he quiet all of a sudden? Skylar, why are you quiet, buddy? Because you know something that we don't know? Or could you be one of the people that was involved? Allegedly, we don't know. I'm just questioning why you're so quiet, Skylar. You got every time something go on in the U.S. or way across the world, you're the first person to make a video and open your mouth, right? But now, all of a sudden, you're in Brazil. Floyd, you've been going there for a long time. You've been bragging about Brazil, throwing boat parties and all type of shit. And all of a sudden, now you got nothing to say. Could you be, they said Floyd was, sending girls to other places. Could you have been one of them? Could you have been involved? I mean, I don't know, Skylar. I don't know. I'm not saying you are. And I'm not saying, everything is allegedly. I just want to know why you're so quiet. Why you haven't spoken on this issue. And either you are part of it, or maybe you know something. Maybe maybe you believe Floyd is innocent, so you don't want to speak on it. I don't know, Skylar. We don't know your mind. We don't know what you know. You're out there. Your boots on the ground. You could get more information on the subject that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Floyd guilty than the motherfucker. The child porn is everything on a laptop. That shit. That's all. The child porn and the motherfucking goddamn teddy bears and the puppets and the beanie bag and all. Yeah, guilty in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But so it is what it is. Then you got the Uber driver, whatever. So he guilty in my opinion. That's strike one in. Plus he a weirdo. He got like 4 strikes on him. But maybe you know something more that we don't know. Maybe if this was a play or some, I don't know. Or maybe you know how guilty he is. And you don't want to speak on it. All I'm saying, Skylar, is why are you quiet? Why are you not the main one giving more? And what I went through, you gathered your intelligence, you made a video, and you spoke from what you know. But now, all of a sudden, Skylar is quiet. Now, could it be that Skylar is indulging in this activity? We don't know. But you're quiet. And I have some questions. The people want to know, the loudmouth Skylar that opens up his mouth for the past 10 years on bragging about Brazil, we want to know. Don't hide now. Don't get quiet now. You know what I mean? The microscope is on you, boy. You understand what I'm saying? We will.
All right, guys. I have left Rio, and look at him. Look at him. Look at him. phone. He's never been to the gym. Look at this man. Look at this man. I'm not trying to be a bully, but you can. Come on, y'all. I'm not trying to be a bully, but these motherfuckers not getting it like that. Okay? You gotta go through all these extremes to get with. Come on, let's let him talk.
All right, with everything that's going on with this Passport Bro stuff, I decided to skedaddle. All right, so I let Don Banks know. I said, hey man, you got.
Okay, now a little birdie told me he made this video a month ago. He was already back in Texas for a month. Okay? Don't ask me how I know, but he made this video right around the time when Floyd was under investigation. Right, that first week of December, he was already out. He had already left. Okay, so he's been back for close to a month and a half now. Okay, he caught the wind early when they first started watching him. When he first got into town. Okay, he been left. Don't let him fool you. But come on, let's continue.
The keys to the city, it's all yours now. All right, so I have a couple of announcements that I want to make. So I self-deported. I ran myself out of Rio after this news that happened with the Passport Bros. I decided, and I said, there's too much stress. You guys know I'm retired. I'm an old dog. So, you know what? I'm here in Texas right now. Me and my mom actually just took a look at some houses in Waxahachie. And we're going to close out before the end of the year. That way I can get me a discount on the house. So I'm done. All right. Now, I will be doing a video on Phantasm about this whole situation and what people are telling me that's on the ground. All right, so you don't want to miss.
Yeah, who uses the term self-deported? Like, why would you use that term? Just say you left. There's no need to say you self-deported. But okay, come on. But look at this guy, y'all.
That if you're a Phantasm guy, that's going to be uploaded today. But I do have some announcements that I want to make, and I need you guys to help.
Yes, he ran back home to his mama. Yes, you heard it right. Not his woman. Not a girlfriend, not a fiance. He ran back home to his mama. Yeah. Make it make sense. I'm here for it.
Okay? I need your help. My rent payment, I paid up my rent in Ipanema up until November of 2026. So my apartment right by the beach is going to be completely empty. All right? So I'm going to need somebody as a caretaker to stay at my apartment. Okay? But I do have some rules. Let me just describe the apartment. That way you guys can kind of understand. If you're interested in staying in my apartment, you gotta sign up to my Discord. Link is in the description box, by the way. That's how you're gonna get my attention, because I'm gonna try to figure out who is legit and who ain't legit. Okay? So apartment is 2-bedroom, it's right by the beach, modernized, fully funded, fully furnished, 2-bed, 2-bath. You can walk to the gym, you can walk to get a haircut. I can put you on to the guy that does haircuts. You can walk to the beach, all the fancy restaurants. So if you do have a date, right, you can just walk. You don't have to take an Uber. It's a very great location. Okay? Doorman, 24-hour door guy.
No. It gets weird. I'm going to let him talk. Come on.
Floors are not too high, so you don't have to worry about going up crazy amounts of floors. You got an elevator, all that good stuff. And you got my PlayStation 5. And I just bought a damn new Tempur-Pedic mattress and 2 memory foam pillows. Now, this is my only requirement for my spot. And also every Thursday, the maid comes every Thursday at 10 o'clock. You are not allowed to sleep in my bed. That's the only requirement that I have. I have a real phobia about other people sleeping in my bed. So you're gonna have to sleep on the couch. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that the couch is completely clean. I'm gonna hire them to shampoo it for you guys, because whatever. And you can sleep on the couch, but you will not sleep in any of the beds, because, like I said, I have a phobia about ninjas sleeping in my beds. Okay? So if you're interested in staying at my apartment, I need you to join my Discord and let it be known. And also another rule, you cannot be a Passport Bro. Okay? No Passport Bros. So you have to be a non-Passport Bro. You have to, we're going to have a little interview process. You have to be in Brazil for the culture only. And women are just a byproduct of whatever happens. Okay? You cannot be on any of the 304 websites either.
Do you hear? Y'all hear this, right? Okay. I'll let him talk.
All right? It's a pro-free environment. Okay? No passport. You can't be a Passport Bro. And you can't sleep in my bed. You got to sleep on the couch. Those are my requirements.
Sir, if I take over your place in Brazil, in Rio, whatever, I'm gonna do more than sleep in your bed. I'm gonna do way more than sleep in your bed. I'm gonna make her squirt. There's gonna be some squirting in your bed. There's gonna be some vaginal juices in your bed. the blood because some vaginal tearing might take place. There's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It might be a little little spots of urine when she squirt. Sir, we're gonna fuck your bed up. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, I'm gonna you take off the sheets and it kind of soak through the mattress. You see the ring stain of just juices and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Also, you're gonna get access to my Fernando phone. Okay, now this is the Fernando phone. If you guys don't know what the Fernando phone is, basically this phone is preloaded with WhatsApp with all of my baddies.
Do you believe this man has baddies, y'all? It's not that he says he has baddies. Listen to the number of contacts he has in his phone.
I'm giving it to you. It's going to be on the dinner table. Okay? WhatsApp, there's probably at least 500 good girls in here.
500 good girls in this phone. I don't know 500 people. I don't think I've ever met 500 people in my lifetime.
Mm-mm.
Okay? My contacts might be 250, 275, and I'm sure half of those, I don't even talk to those people. So for me, you want me to believe this frail, pudgy, soft-spoken young man has roughly 500 female contacts in this phone. Okay, gotcha.
Country girls, family girls in this phone. And you literally, to be honest with you, you literally do not have to do anything. You can just set this bad boy
That's a
and
setup.
just wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and you're going to get messages of ladies that want to see you. So you're going to get access to the Fernando phone. Okay? I actually went to the casino in Arizona a couple of days ago, and I did a little post letting the ladies know, hey, if I win some money, I'm going to buy you all an iPhone. They went crazy up in there. But
this nigga's a lame. I'm sorry. This is one of y'all's guys. This guy's a cream puff. He's a powder puff.
Like I said, I'm no longer going to Brazil. So you're going to get access to the Fernando phone. And like I said, I upgraded. I had a iPhone 12 Pro. You're going to get the iPhone 17 Pro Max Fernando phone, the upgraded version. Okay? So, like I said, no more Rio. The block is too hot. Okay? Don Bates got the keys to the city. I'm an old dog. I'm retired. I said, look, I don't want to deal with any more of this stress. So I'm in my mama's basement right now. Like I said, looking for a house. Going to do some traveling around the U.S. Speaking of which, this is a subject for another video, and you guys tell me what you think. We went to the casino in Arizona, in Phoenix. They had a couple of foldables in there. Maybe, and this is from a guy that is coming from Rio. We were walking around the casino, me and my brother, we was like, I wasn't blown away. Okay, I wasn't blown away like I am when I'm in Brazil walking the beach, but I wasn't disappointed either.
Yeah, somebody throw some glitter. Hey, do me a favor, y'all. Throw some glitter in the chat for me, please, because I don't have any. I'm all out of cinnamon. Nick didn't stock me up on cinnamon. So do me a favor and throw some glitter in the chat for me, because this guy clearly oozes glitter and cinnamon.
So if any of you bros are in Phoenix right now, please let me know if what I saw was a mirage. Was it an illusion? Was I seeing stuff? But they had a couple of foldables working in them, motherfucker. Cleaning. Me and my brother seen this baddie cleaning the vending machine. Baddie. God. Cleaning the vending machine, ass everywhere. And my brother pointed it out while I was on the slot machine. He's like, yo, she shouldn't even be working here. I'm like, hey man, I don't know what's going on, bro. Okay. So Phoenix, I may have to be pulling up to Phoenix more often. Okay. Hit the slot machine. Hit the dispensary. Hit a Phoenix game. And a couple foldables too. So yeah, man, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't even need Brazil no more. Okay? So yeah, like I said, go in the Discord, link is in the description box. Let me know and tell me I'm not a passport bro, and I'm interested in staying in your spot. I'm not here for any ex-tourism. I'm here for the culture. And we're gonna have a tribunal and see if you're legitimate for that. Okay? The Phantasm group. I will be doing a situation review, a situation report. I'm gonna tell you how hot the block is in Rio. The block is hot. The block is hot.
Oh my fucking. Okay. Yeah, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, man.
Oh, this is cracking me up with Skylar. Skylar got up and dipped, boy. He wasn't playing around. He got up and dipped. That's what it was. He got up and dipped. He got scared, man. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's like he had all the women on the phone. And I think what it was, because sometimes they was wondering in certain countries, what's with all these 500, all these women, numbers on the phone. Is you doing some tricking down here? So he left the phone down there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This dude's that's hilarious, man. He got up and dipped out quick. I mean, because everybody who watches videos know that, and he be bragging about all these women that did this to him, did this to him, and all this stuff like that. I said, okay. I mean, just talking and talking. He's like, go on my personal channel, whatever. I think it's Phantasm. I can give you all the details. Like, bruh. I'm like, man. But the guy that he hung out with down there, it seemed like the dude seemed more together than he was, because he got him a steady girlfriend. And he would just tell, the guy that he was hanging out with, he seemed pretty cool. He wasn't trying out there put this business, he understand the code of life down there. Like, you got to keep your mouth, he'll tell you about, the atmosphere as far as the way of life and the way of, the cost of living and stuff like that. And he had a steady girlfriend down there. He wasn't trying to be, wrong. Some men, is in some men's blood. They got to keep going out there and go from Rome to Maine with the women out there. They just, they got to have everything. It's like, I understand there's a lot of beautiful women down there, but this is my thing. You got to be careful what type of woman you meet with down there. Because I'm going to tell you, all that looks good ain't good for you down. No matter what part of the world, whether you're here in the United States or whether you're overseas, man, and especially if you're overseas. And I think a lot of men like this don't use no wisdom. Like, it's just, to me, it's not good. Just get you a girlfriend and just settle down. Just get you a steady lady, because, I mean, yeah, there might be a ton of beautiful women down there in Colombia and Brazil, but not every woman is meant for you. Just pick one, and really, at least you know where this person's coming from, their heart, their intentions. Because people can put on a face, but you don't know what their intentions are. And from a spiritual aspect, you don't know what their background, their family background is. And if you're not really fluent in the language, another thing that there can be, some people can set you up. They could be have you harm or something like that. And what's the major thing to take down good men that you seen on video in Colombia? They was out there in Medellin, and they got set up, and it cost them their life. They got scopolamine. And from what I understand, they started to pick that up in Brazil too. Number two thing, you don't know if she's some kind of, her background, she could be a witch or warlock. Men don't think about this. And their family could be a bunch of witches, because they practice some certain things down there. So you gotta be very wise. And it's good to meet, being a woman that's in the Lord. And just meet down one. They may look good, but I've seen some women in some pictures in Brazil. Some looked good, but some looked like, I don't know, just something had an eerie look in their eyes, man. And with some women down there, some women looked attractive, but like I said, you gotta consider that it's Brazil, and that's a whole different territory down there. And number two, get with somebody that's really legitimate, good in the Lord. And I would say it's in the Lord. Anything outside, anybody's not in the Lord, Yeshua or Mashiach, Jesus Christ, And that's just wisdom. And just pick you a steady girlfriend, a woman that you come across a woman. Just be happy with the one. I mean, you can meet many friends, men and women as friends, but don't try to sleep with everybody. Number three thing is there's a lot of venereal diseases going on. That's not good either. And then you don't know what kind of, you might get something and slip up and don't forget to put on the Jimmy hat and get something that you can't get rid of. So I'm just saying, sometimes some passport bros who are now the men that I've seen in times past, I first noticed it watching them back in 2014, 2015. The first group of men went down there. They weren't telling all their business. They would talk about the cost of living. You might then see them talking on the beach. Older men, they were out there talking about getting together and business and stuff. They wouldn't talk about, you would see them track the women on the beach in a bikini, but they were just like, they weren't tripping like that. But anyway, this is another hilarious response from the content creator on Skylar.
Slow down, honey.
A new driver. You'll need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find safe.
So if you're staying at my apartment, you need to join my Discord and let it be known. And also another rule, you cannot be a passport bro. Okay? No passport bros. So you have to be a non-passport bro. You have to,
All my niggas from the hood, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats, all my niggas turn shooters. Listen, y'all, Skylar Deruin flees Brazil, but this is what they alleging out here. I don't know, it's all allegedly. Is he frauding subleasing his apartment? He's saying that it's supposed to be he paid his rent up till 2026 November. I understand that. That's very, very possible. So me, I can understand that to be probably true. But is this an apartment? Is this a condo? And is the landlords okay with these types of actions? But the realest thing is,
That's true.
he don't want no passport bros. This man is banned passport bros. Not only did he skedaddle, happy feet, these are happy feet to the airport back in Texas. Is it in, let me talk slowly for the people in the back of the room. Does this have anything to do with Floyd Wallace and his arrest in Brazil for some PDF charges as well as some other charges? We don't know what's going on. I see a lot of people online caping to say who's doing what and who's not doing what. I don't know who's doing what. But what I do know is that the Brazilian policians will get down to the bottom of that.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right
I heard some people out there was on some bullshit. Salute to everybody that's watching. Welcome to On Go. Let's get into what Skylar was talking about so we can hear exactly maybe why he flees from Brazil or maybe not. I don't know. Your guess is better than mine.
I have left Rio and I'm never returning. All right, with everything that's going on with this passport bro stuff, I decided to skedaddle. All right, so I let Don Banks know. I said, hey man, you got the keys to the city. It's all yours now. All right, so I have a couple of announcements that I want to make. So I self-deported. I self-ran myself out of Rio after this news that happened with the passport bros. I decided and I said, it's too much stress. You guys know I'm retired. I'm an old dog. So, you know what? I'm here in Texas right now. Me and my mom actually just...
It's you old now. It's too much stress. It's pretty convenient, the timing of when you're choosing to do all of this. This is just a question, man. Why weren't a lot of these brothers speaking like this 3 weeks ago? Remember Jay-Z's song? It was all good just a week ago. Are we dealing with that? Are we dealing with that?
And we're going to close out before the end of the year. That way I can get me a discount on the house. So I'm done. All right. Now, I will be doing a video on phantasm about this whole situation and what people are telling me that's on the ground. All right, so you don't want to miss that. If you're a phantasm guy, that's going to be uploaded today. But I do have some announcements that I want to make, and I need you guys to help me. Okay, I need your help. My rent payment, I paid up my rent in Ipanema up until November of 2026. So my apartment right by the beach is going to be completely empty. All right, so I'm going to need somebody as a caretaker to stay at my apartment. Okay, but I do have some rules. Let me just describe the apartment. That way you guys can kind of understand. And if you're interested in staying in my apartment, you gotta sign up to my Discord. Link is in the description box, by the way. That's how you're gonna get my attention, because I'm gonna try to figure out who is legit and who ain't legit. Okay?
You gotta sign up to his Discord. It's always a catch-22. It's always a catch with these guys. It's always a catch. It's never just they doing something. Just watch for where's the. You ever seen that commercial where the guy was like with the money and it was like on a fishing rod and he's like, come on. It was an old man. Yo, they like that old man in that commercial. What it was like an insurance commercial. They was trying to get your tax money or some bullshit.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Keep it.
Okay. So apartment is 2-bedroom. It's right by the beach. Modernized, fully funded, fully furnished. 2-bed, 2-bath.
Man can't even speak straight.
You can walk to the gym. You can walk to get a haircut. I can put you on to the guy that does haircuts. You can walk to the beach, all the fancy restaurants. So if you do have a date, right, you can just walk. You don't have to take an Uber. It's a very great location. Okay.
Yeah, it's so great that your ass don't want to be there. You done skedaddled happy feet of their ass up out of there. But it's so great that you don't want to be there. Why you don't want to be there, man? What happened? How, Sway? How, Sway?
Man, 24-hour door guy. The floors are not too high, so you don't have to worry about going up crazy amounts of floors. You got an elevator, all that good stuff. And you got my PlayStation 5. And I just bought a damn new Tempur-Pedic mattress and 2 memory foam pillows.
Oh
Now,
no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Yeah, PlayStation 5. Look at the type of people who he's obviously pitching this thing to. What kind of people? If you got an apartment that's here, women could get it, men could get it, anybody who's going to be there, right? You said you want somebody to be a caretaker and you've paid up your rent till a certain time. So do you want a person to pay you to stay there? Why is that not being specified? Do a person have to pay you to stay there, or can a person stay there? What's the grift here? Because there's a grift. Let's see what the hell's going on. Let's just figure it out. You know what I mean?
Only requirement. And I just bought a damn new Tempur-Pedic mattress and 2 memory foam pillows. Now, this is my only requirement for my spot. And also every Thursday, the maid comes every Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Maid is cool.
You are not allowed to sleep in my bed. That's the only requirement that I have. I have a weird phobia about other people sleeping in my bed. So you're gonna have to sleep on the couch.
This one easy mistake will cost you.
Oh, Jesus. Sleep on the couch, Skylar. Who wants to go down after an 8-hour flight down to Rio and sleep on someone's couch? Oh, gee, you about to just go get you a hostel hotel or something. Then, and then my thing is, I don't think he planned on going back there because of what this thing going down. I mean, I guess why would you worry about someone sleeping in your bed? I mean, they can always wash it and replace the mattress, as if anything. I mean, I don't know. I think that's kind of odd. And it's just, it's good that he probably went back home to be with. I could see being with his family, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, these guys made some good points in this video. I mean, what is the catch to this? Does the owner of the building know? That's a good question. What is do they got to pay you? That's another thing. But yeah, what happened was he got all these women's phone numbers, and that's probably kind of suspicious because I think they're going through people's phone in the wake of the Floyd situation, and so they want to know, well, what's up with all these women? Are you trying to do some kind of sex trafficking thing? I'm just saying, meeting that type of woman. It's one thing if you just meet friends and contacts. But wow, man, it's like that's probably what the law enforcement down there officials is. And again, just don't, because the passport men that I've seen back years ago, the guys were going down to Brazil and was in the documentary. They were just down there. They didn't have no problems down there. It's like they were down there for They got families down there, and just talking more about how to run a business from down there. And why didn't they continually to do that? Why does it have to take? Because Austin's starting to talk about business now, because he was starting off doing something like that too. And Skylar was another one. And so it's like one guy's like, it's like you come across these women, it's like, why act like you ain't never seen no good looking women? You probably have good looking women in your city, basically, even though they have a different family. Sound like Brazil is more like a family oriented, like Colombia, they more like family oriented people, and just to get the makeup of that. And yeah, there's some women that do that because this is traditionally, they have a certain tradition that when it comes to a male role and a female's role in a relationship. That's what I heard from the guys that been down there. But overall, a woman is a woman outside a character. You're going to get the good women, or you're going to get the ones that's going to, get something from you. And it's going to cost you, going to drain your resources or drain your soul. And so it's something to really think about. And I say, by all means, travel. But you have to use, I think, with the young men who travel down there, use a little wisdom. Listen to some of the OGs that have the wisdom. Don't, when you get down there, don't lose your mind because you see all these beautiful women. Because, like I said, just because something look good, you don't know what's behind the look. You don't know what's behind that person's intention. If they being kind to you for what? And that's just with anywhere you go. You just have to be leery. And you have to have discernment. And still travel, still go. I would just, encourage really to go, but you take the wisdom that you learn. And I would suggest really meet people that's from that part of the world and talk with them so you can give a good idea. And one of the things, if you have a community event, church event, restaurant event, and get around people that's from Brazil that speak Portuguese, if you can make friends with them, that can make a transition a lot more better. So you won't be culturally shocked. Just like anybody if you meet people from Mexico or Dominican Republic or any of these other places, when you get around the people, get to know the various people around them people, you have a good idea, so you know what to expect when you go to visit their native country, whatever, their native origin. And I think that's what some Americans need to do, so you learn the culture of so you won't stand out. And they can and then they trust you enough, they build a relationship enough with you, so they'll let you know what's the ins and outs down there in the political arena, the do's and don'ts, do not to do, what is the culture, because you don't know that language really well and don't know the custom. You ask out of luck. It's not like America. Majority of those people down there speak that language, and they some can but the ones who are bilingual can speak our language, English. So it would be wise. It would be wise not to do those things. And for what I understood is Floyd, I don't think he's getting up out of that situation. They proved that, and I don't know the embassy down there in Brazil going to go on his behalf because this is some serious allegation. It might be his freedom for a long time down there, and it just, too bad he didn't get some mental help while he was here, and deal with this. I think people that do that pedophilia stuff need to get some mental help, so this won't get them in a situation like that. And for what I understand, that kind of lifestyle, people would they would really hurt you bad down there. And, especially when you're messing with someone's child, messing with children. And, we got, a lot of men got to use some wisdom, bro. Use some wisdom when you travel. So go ahead and travel, but just use wisdom. And don't worry about the haters, the ones that don't. People always going to be jealous. But if you decide to travel, take your discernment with you. Pray before you go. Because you step into a whole different atmosphere, a whole different world. And I think it's wise to really learn, read, and study the culture. Get around the people so have some discernment to these people. And I think that's a plus because they be more open to you. They really treat you like family because they can let you give you the ins and outs, especially if you're not really fluent with their way of life. They can give you the ins and outs. But you start here in the States, knowing the people from those countries before you go over there. That would be my advice to the young men, And if you do go down there with somebody that's an American, get with someone that's wise, that's been down there for a while, that can show you the ropes, and give you some piece of advice, and do's and the don'ts. That's very important, and that keep you out of a whole lot of world trouble, so you won't have that. And be careful who you hang out with. Be careful who you bring down there with you. So that would be advice, but still travel. Go down there, But you're always gonna find someone that's gonna be jealous and hating what you do. Hey, if I could get out the country, I would do it just because I know it. But you use a little wisdom, and if you're a young man, meet a good young woman. Don't try to have everything from Rome to Maine down there. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Because just like women, it may come off like that, and you don't know how to respond. If one woman, they might have not the same response as women in the States are. They might not just walk away. Like I said, you gotta know their background. And in them islands down there, I'm just saying, they practice some stuff down there. Put some in your head. Think. All right then. Take care, be blessed, and good luck on your travels down there. Take the wisdom of God with you. Till next time, like and subscribe. I hope you let this be a lesson. Take care.